Hey yo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. And alongside me, as always, is Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. And we are here to take all of these bones that we have and gamble them off. We are going to be boneless after today because all of it will be gambled. We're going to throw all of our bones on the table, and hopefully we're able to recoup some.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done a show since last week.
We did one yesterday. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, we went Big Ten after dark, whatever.
What are you talking about? You helped me win money yesterday. You said, you're talking about the Marquette game, and you said, Marquette's down. You could put money on the money line if you want to see if they're going to win.
They won by 10.
And I put money on the money line, and they won by 10, and there you go.
Yeah.
So thank you, Cody, for winning me money.
Also, Marquette -6. I went 3-2 yesterday,
Nice.
and it would have been 4-1 if the refs didn't screw Texas Tech.
I didn't watch the Texas Tech game. I was watching Kansas State blow out Texas.
That
was a fun one.
Sorry about Seton Hall, though. I don't
want to talk about it. I was watching the Seton Hall game, and then I turned that one off.
I don't even know
quick.
if the under hit. And I think that was, if I would have bet that game, I would have taken the under.
I stopped watching when it was 27-12 Creighton. I said Creighton was not good, and I was really curious at why that line was plus 310 for Seton Hall. Should have been plus 800.
Yeah.
Honestly, could have been plus 1100. Didn't matter. Creighton smoked them. So, not a good night for me.
Yeah, Seton Hall, I don't know. I love their coach. But maybe they're just
A couple years away.
Yeah, maybe they're a year away or something.
He just got there.
Seton Hall's they're not a bad basketball program. They're always competitive in the Big East. The Big East in general, though, is very good. I think last year the Big Ten was like the best conference in college basketball, in my opinion. Maybe the SEC was, if not better, like right there with the Big Ten. This year, I feel like the Big East is getting back to what we're used to because that conference is very good. And with that said, I'm excited about some of my bets tonight.
Well, I'm really excited to talk about college basketball, but real quick, we do the Big Ten show and we consistently talk about how good the Big Ten is and how we think 9 or 10 teams or whatever can make it into the tournament. The Big 12, I think we have not given enough love to their basketball prowess. Iowa State's in the top 40. TCU's in the top 40. Texas Tech, who you bet on, is in the top 40 of Ken Pom. Kansas State, who just rolled Texas, is at 31. Oklahoma and Porter Moser and the gang of the Boomer Sooner is at 30. Oklahoma State's 27. West Virginia's 24. Baylor is 22. Texas is 10. And Kansas is 5. So that is just a ton of Big 12 representation, as our producer, Sarah, who went to Kansas, is excited about.
Freaking Kansas. Oh, man. Still mad. Stupid refs. Whatever. It's fine. But Texas Tech is, I think they're still good because a lot of people were giving them flack because they're a shitty non-conference schedule. But lose by 3 on your home floor to a top 5 team in the country. They're going to be a team that's going to be in it at the end in terms of positioning it for the NCAA tournament.
Kansas just got ranked number 3 as of yesterday.
Yeah,
so, yeah. I mean,
Kansas is good. There's no doubt. And I think the thing about Kansas was at the beginning of the year was how will their new players gel together because they the core that won them the national title last year is gone basically, right?
Who needs gel when you got Grady Dick?
Yeah, it's like Grady Dick and
my guy.
What's his name? Was it Nelson? Is his last name Nelson? I don't know. Whatever. Jalen Wilson. That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah. So they're a good team. They got a good squad.
And Grady Dick. I mean, we could just keep bringing up Grady Dick.
Grady Dick.
I told you guys during the first game, watch out for this Grady Dick kid because his name's Grady Dick. When the Lord blesses you with a name like Grady Dick, great things are going to be coming to you. All right. I mean, usually, people worry that you might get bullied, but if you're getting that name, I mean, you are the king of school because it's all just Johns and Joes and you're Grady Dick.
I would just say if your name is Grady Dick and you're good at sports, then yeah, people are going to find a way to either make fun of you or think you're a king.
Even then, if that guy was not athletic, if maybe he was 5'8", balding, and short and fat, he'd still be funny.
Yeah,
because his name's Grady Dick.
He'd be a great comedian for his name.
Right. Hey, riddle me this, and Sarah, feel free to chime in. They call it the Big 12, right? 10 teams.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
It used to be called the Big 8, right?
Makes no sense.
Back in the day.
Big 10, there's like 14 teams. What's going on here?
Yeah,
You can say that with anything. It's never made sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Everyone's just
the Big 10. They're adding teams like USC and UCLA eventually. Like
Pac-12
is falling apart.
I like that Big 10 was mostly Midwest kind of stuff too. And now it's,
well, it all has to do with money and TV rights and all this shit.
Right. Well, and I think half the thing is like they can't call it the Big 14 because they already have the Big 10 network. I don't think they can. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk about Big 10 basketball.
We got a comment, and it's related to the Knights Bulls Nets game. Do we want to talk about that first, or do we want
to? No, because I got something I got to talk about with you.
Oh, okay.
All right, and we'll get to 88 Keys 44-4.
What a name, by the way.
In just a second. We really will, because the Nets game is going to be huge tonight for my bankroll. But I got to talk to you about something. I saw this on your little bill tonight on what you're betting. We're talking college basketball already. I don't want to talk Big 10. Okay. I don't want to talk Big 12. All right. I want to talk Providence, UConn.
Okay.
Because there's a local spin on there. The best player in the game. The UConn side, the Providence side, best player in the game. It's going to be on the Providence side. Bryce Hopkins. This kid is fantastic. Ridiculously good. That Marquette team that we love, watch them. He dropped a casual 27-23 on Marquette. This game in Providence versus UConn, plus 190 on the money line, Cody.
Yeah.
You got the Friars at plus 5.5. Ed Cooley's got like a 59% win rate against the spread as a home dog.
Yeah.
Let's go Friars. What's going on? We got to talk about this game. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. No, listen, UConn, they're coming off a loss against Xavier, Xavier ranked team. I think Xavier is better than what people think. UConn, top 5 team in the country. They have depth. They have a great coach, Dan Hurley. But yeah, they're coming off a loss, and they're still on the road going to Providence, a team that plays well against ranked teams at home, and Ed Cooley, reigning Big East Coach of the Year. Providence undefeated in the Big East as of right now. Mm-hmm. Like, Providence a good team. I'm not surprised that they're an underdog because UConn is a top 5 team ranked in the country. But to give me 5 points, I will slam. I will hammer. Give me an actual hammer, and I will hammer the Providence Friars.
Oh, dude, you know what just sucks? You're getting me all hyped up talking about Ed Cooley, and I was like, I can get an Ed Cooley tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, so I got a clear body. I can get any Ed Cooley tattoo I'd want.
All right.
But you're talking about him being Big East Coach of the Year. Talking about them being undefeated.
I'm pretty sure he was Big East Coach of the Year last year.
It sounds right. He is.
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Exactly. We'll let you know that Ed Cooley was the big Big East.
They won the
year.
Conference last year, and no one expected them to. So
I was thinking maybe what's the line for Providence to win the Big East? It's at 25-1 when I checked, and then when I put it in my bet slip, it went down to 20-1. I still like it. 20-1's not bad, Cody.
It's not bad.
$1 to win 20. I mean, should we be betting on Providence? Because if they beat UConn tonight,
if they beat UConn,
that's a massive win.
You could place the bet now because if they do actually win, then those odds are going to go down. You know what I mean? Listen, like
5 to win 105.
Last year, Providence was like everyone was like, oh, they're lucky, they're getting lucky. They have all the analytics nerds kept talking about how they were lucky in these categories and all this, and they won the Big East, and I think they were an early exit in the NCAA tournament, but they still did something that no one expected, and it's kind of the same thing this year. Like they're playing better than anyone really expected coming into the year. And I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it. $1 to win $20 is nice.
Right? So we're going to take a little break here. Cody's got some more picks. He's already given you Providence plus 5.5. We're going to get to 88 Keys question here in just a second. But we got to let you know. We're talking about gambling. We're talking about betting. What lines are we using? What sports book are we using? Of course, we're using DraftKings Sportsbook, and the fans, the tradition, the glory. There's nothing more thrilling than college football, and it all comes down to the national championship game happening on Monday. Our go-to for betting is DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. Last time we checked this line, Cody, Georgia was the favorite by 12.5. Now, this line, and I can't find college football. Awesome. Here we go. Now I found it. Is still 12.5. So if you feel very bold and you want to take the Hypnotoads all the way, you can feel brave and take the Big 12 team at plus 350. But here's the thing. If you're new customers right now, when new customers bet just $5 on college football, they get $200 in free bets instantly, win or lose. So I've already given you the strategy here. If you're a new customer, you can lose your first bet because you're already getting $200 in free bets, but take that $5 and put it on TCU, right? If you put $5 on TCU to win, you're going to be getting, what is that, $22.50 back? So then you're getting $222.50 to start off your sportsbook if TCU wins. If not, you're starting at $200. Folks, I mean, this is fantastic math.
Or you could place $5 on a huge favorite, get $200 in free bets, and then put those $200 of free bets all on TCU and make even more money.
It's true. Plus, everyone can combine multiple bets for bigger payouts with DraftKings same-game parlays. The experience and the possibilities are endless, folks. We're going to give you a same-game parlay. I will for the Bulls-Nets game in just a second here. But download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code CHGO, and new customers can bet just $5 on college football and get $200 in free bets instantly. That's code CHGO, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply, and you can see show notes for details.
That's correct, right? Like, if you put what they want you to do, they want you to put $5 on whatever team to win, and if that team wins, you get $200 in free bets.
No. So win or lose, you get $200 in free bets instantly.
Oh,
so basically
no
they
what?
just want you to if your first deposit's $5, that's the minimum deposit, by the way. So if you're starting a sportsbook account, the minimum deposit is $5 for DraftKings Sportsbook. So if you just want to put the minimum in and you just want to make a bet, try it out for the national championship game. This is basically a way to get your toes in the water, right? So you probably I would just take TCU because you're going to get a huge return. I mean, betting $5 on Georgia, you'll get like a $1.90 back.
Yeah.
It's such a low low risk bet. Mm-hmm. You try to start with the 222.
Got to go for the big underdog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's
what you do. That's what you do with free bets on the sports books. Is you bet on the underdogs.
So let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Back in the college football days. All right. It was
like a month ago.
It was boring. It was back in the day. I was bored and kicking around on a new sports book, not the sports book, and this is when we had a different sponsor anyways. And, I had one of these free deposits things, and I had one of these, right? I just had to bet, and I got $200 in free bets. Took Vanderbilt, the money line. This is when Vanderbilt was rolling, right? I took this before they won at Florida, so who were at Kentucky. So I took them against Kentucky.
I
turned $50, a $50 free bet into $200. So there you go. It was pretty nice. I won't lie.
Nice to win one.
There you go. I think you at least in that sports book it was divided up into $4 or $50 free bets. So there you go. That's how you could figure it out with DraftKings Sportsbook. Anyways, let's get into some bets for tonight. 88 Key saying Nets minus 5.5 for sure. Hard to trust the Bullies anymore. I agree. This is a defense that allowed 71 points to Donovan Mitchell, 80 in the second half alone to Cleveland. This is a team that allowed 150 points to Minnesota. This is a team that allowed 60 points to Devin Booker. Do I need to go on?
No. Okay. But, I mean, I can give you the devil's advocate.
I got it. You know who's good at basketball?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he went number 2 in a draft. Should have been number 1 overall. You know who's also good at basketball?
Zach LaVine.
Well, Kyrie Irving's a little bit better. He went number 1 overall too. These guys have been good at basketball their entire lives, and I don't think that's going to stop tonight. So I am going to take a 2-pick parlay. Kyrie Irving over 27.5 points. Kevin Durant over 27.5 points in their past 10 games. These two have been averaging 28.4 points per game and 28.2 points per game. And that's a 2-pick parlay at plus 245.
They are playing very well. Like the last time the Bulls and the Nets played, the Nets were in shambles. They were like,
Kyrie had 4 points, went 2 for 12.
Yeah, and like the whole, off the court stuff with what that I ain't gonna talk about because I don't want to get into that. You got that, and like just I don't know. They had to fire Steve Nash, all these things. I think Steve Nash was fired like the next day after that game, actually. But the Nets are playing better now. They're like 10 games above, well over 10 games above 500. I'm pretty sure. But devil's advocate. I think the Bulls can win tonight. They've lost 2 in a row. They should have. The NBA even straight up said that they should have won the last 2 games. And I understand when you blow a 20-point lead, that's not on the refs. That's on you. I get that. But they still should have won, given what the refs did to them with the whole free throw thing. All right. In the game before that, they lost by 1 at home to a good Cavs team. The last 2 teams they played are the last 2 games they played. They're against good teams, and they've played well over the last 7 games.
Aren't the Nets good though?
Yeah, but the Bulls are like 7-1 against the Celtics, Nets, and some other good team combined.
About to be 7-2.
Also, just for the sake of, you want to talk about free bets that we were talking about because of the ad, the NBA is giving you a free bet tonight. No sweat. You get your bet back. All you got to do is opt in. It's on DraftKings. Go on DraftKings, slam the Bulls on plus 180. Just if you're a Bulls fan, just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it. But I also think that they can do it. They're at home going up against this Nets team. That is very good. But the Bulls have played well against good teams this year. They have.
People.
Their record literally says if you go through it, they've played well against good teams.
But Cody, and that's fine. But what also says is the Bulls give up points in a record number. A record amount.
I'm not.
The guys that score points. I mean, these guys have been scoring buckets since we were walking in diapers.
Okay. Well, I'm also taking Zach LaVine on the points too because he's been playing well over this stretch too.
Plus 245 is better than plus 180. So I just urge you if you're gonna take the no sweat free bet.
I don't know if Kyrie Irving is gonna do that, but I think Kevin Durant for sure goes over 30 tonight.
Donovan Mitchell just put up 71.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving. Last game before having that huge stretch, he went 2 for 12, 4 points against the Bulls.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's in the back of his mind. I think he's clearly been trying to prove a point as of late. He's been extremely efficient. Him and Durant have been shooting above 50% from the field. The Bulls give up buckets easily. And your guy, Zach LaVine, he scores points, doesn't play defense. I just think that, this isn't even dependent on the Bulls winning. It's just dependent on these guys scoring points. And
all right, that's all
fine. I'm going with.
Okay,
the mail delivers every single day, and so does Kyrie and Kevin
I'm
Durant.
arguing with you over something that you're arguing back with me that has nothing to do. I'm just giving you devil's advocate on why the Bulls can win tonight at plus 180. That's not bad. And okay, sure, your parlay is fine. Like plus 245, that's good. I support it. Like fine. Like they both should put up 30 with this Bulls defense. They should, but I don't know.
It's about to be Shannon and Skip up here.
Without the bad shit.
Next topic. Start the next topic. Start the topic. What's her name? Jen, start the topic. That was a crazy video watching Shannon just blow up like that.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
2 other picks. I got 2 other college basketball picks.
I would say Nets minus 5.5. That would be my lean. Clearly, Cody's on Bulls plus 180. But again, if you're not looking to bet winner or loser here, Zach LaVine over 22.5 points. And then you also got the Kyrie Kevin Durant.
For the sake of the fact that we are a Chicago betting podcast, maybe you want some plus money. I think they have the head-to-head matchups on DraftKings right now. I think it's it's LaVine and Irving, and you can bet for which one will have more points. And I think Irving's the favorite on that. Again, at plus 215, LaVine just put up 40 the other day. I don't know. I think that LaVine could. It's at plus 215, so like there's a reason that it's at plus 215. But those are also decent odds that I wouldn't mind sprinkling on.
There you go.
But again, you're rooting for points in that one, so you go.
I think Kyrie's going to have a real good night tonight. That's just what I'm feeling. But you got more college hoops action for us, Cody. Why don't you enlighten us?
All right, so Missouri plus 7.5. Everyone knows that I'm still broken by Illinois because they lost to Missouri, a mediocre program. Now, this is the night where they prove to me that they're not a mediocre program, or at least that they're not, at least that they're not, I guess, fraudulent, because they beat Illinois and then they beat Kentucky, which they were number 19. I think Kentucky's a little overrated, whatever. But a win's a win, and it was a conference win. Good for them. 7.5-point dogs on the road at Arkansas. Arkansas is very good. I think Arkansas wins the SEC this year. But, Missouri's playing very confident right now. You're giving me 7.5. I think that Missouri hangs around. I think the over is a good play on this game too. But I'm taking the 7.5 against Arkansas and Coach Muss. TCU plus 5.5 against Baylor. TCU, top 15 team. Baylor, I know they're getting one of their guards back after getting their butts whooped by Iowa State the other day. But I don't know. I think TCU is like Missouri, very confident team right now. Giving me 5.5. It's almost like similar to Providence the way I feel about it, except TCU's kind of came out of nowhere this year. I don't think anyone expected them to be as good as they've been. So yeah, I'll take TCU as an underdog, 5.5 against Baylor at Baylor tonight. Yeah. I also like Penn State. It's not an official play, but I like Penn State plus 3.5, or even the money line at Michigan.
Let's go. I took Penn State money line yesterday at plus 130. Now it's at plus 155. I feel stupid. I feel idiotic.
Well, I saw the spread. I got it at 3.5, and I saw the spread moved up to 4. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think that Michigan should win that game just from sheer talent alone. They have better recruits, all that. They're at home, all this, but they're such an inconsistent team, man. You don't know what you're going to get out of them. While Penn State is a very experienced team, they have really good guards like we've talked about. I don't know. I don't know. So that's why I'm kind of like, I lean Penn State, but I could easily see Michigan blowing them out.
Our guy Rob in the chat saying Levine's dropping 30 tonight. We'll see if that happens. But Cody,
you should take is there like a game line, like spread for points, player points props, and see if you can boost the odds, because I think he goes over 32. It's 22.5. I think he can put up 30 tonight.
30 plus. If you want to take Zach LaVine alternate points at 30 plus, Cody, plus 350. Oh. Plus 350.
I'd feel better about DeMar if you want to take DeMar over 30, but I bet those odds aren't nearly as good.
Now you're going to make me go check DeMar's points. Let's go see.
Just parlay DeMar's
all points, 30
parlay
plus, 165.
Yeah.
So if you parlay both of them, it gets real tricky. I got some college basketball plays as well. I got some leans. All right. I don't know if I got some plays. My boys, Elon, they're playing.
Oh, my God. Elon again?
My guys, Elon, are playing.
Of all, tonight's slate is awesome, and you're telling me you're betting on Elon?
That's where we're starting, my friend.
Oh, my God.
They're going up against UNCW. My boys on Elon.
UNC Wilmington, if you were wondering.
Yes, UNC Wilmington. UNC Wilmington is going to kick their ass.
11
spreads 10. I think they cover that. Elon, if they're not hitting threes, then they're not making money. They're not winning games. And I think Wilmington's got enough defense to shut them down. The Bonnies. This was, I don't know if this is still going to be up. Right now it's closed. It was at minus 110 on the money line. They're very good at home. 6-1 at home. George Mason, not so good on the road. So I like the Bonnies. But right now that market's closed, so we'll have to readjust. Also, UNC Wilmington now a 9.5-point favorite, so I like that even more. Duke at North Carolina State. The over in this game, 9-1 in their last 10. I'll take over 144.5. Under 126.5 in Iowa State and Oklahoma. This game is just going to be disgusting. I'm not going to watch this game. Iowa State, top 10 defense. Oklahoma, top 50. I don't think Oklahoma's going to be able to be that efficient tonight. I really don't believe in Porter Moser's boys, but I'm not really sure whether to lean plus 3, minus 3. I'll just take the under of 126.5. VCU at Duquesne. I like VCU is at plus 100. This market is closed, but hopefully it will open up back soon. I do like VCU on the money line. we talked about Providence. I'll take them on the money line at plus 195, and then Arkansas minus 7.5. I had to fade you at least once, so I'll go with the must man, and I'll fade you there. But those are my college basketball leans.
In a way, if Arkansas covers and blows them out, then I'm right about Missouri being a mediocre program.
There you go. Congratulations. Anyways, that's going to do it for CHGO Bets Daily. We do this daily. We'll be back again tomorrow here at 3 p.m. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to Sarah for producing the show. And thank you to 88 Keys and Rob for hanging out with us in the chat. We'll give you some NFL plays and our national championship plays tomorrow here on the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. See you tomorrow when we are millionaires.